Hey everybody, welcome to their Human Interface, the Cyberpunk board game playthrough. I'm playing through today mission 3.0, which is the first, there's sort of like a first trio of missions to introduce people to the Cyberpunk board game. Now, if you haven't watched the Let's Play that goes more in depth through how to play the game, you can go up one in the playlist and check that out. The next game you'll see in 2 weeks isn't going to be a continuation of the campaign so far. We're going to actually try it skirmish mode as well. And try and give sort of a more rounded experience as to like what the Cyberpunk board game and Human Interface has to offer. So yeah, we're gonna get this set up. We'll dive right in and jump into the further adventures of the Borg Squad as they take on the Black Site. So here we are set up for mission 3, which may seem familiar as she has been stuck, Len.Ka has been stuck in a temporal loop, has been going round and round and round in her own head as they try and break the code out of her. So she is once again in this like decrypting room with the Black Site agent. She has no weapon equipment or neurochips. And is just waiting to sucker punch this fella one more time. He starts crippled as he's unaware of like the fact that she's, and he's also unarmed. He's unaware of the fact that she's even awake and has broken through the looping. And so immediately upon starting the game, the free action will be to grab an objective, which means she will be able to basically draw card, whatchamacallit, adrenaline cards right away too. But we start, there's nothing in the tactical network. She can actually hack now, it's live. And she will then generate system resources up to 1, 2, 3. She's one player on the table, and bonus of 2 for her mind. The other characters are not currently on the board. Then draw her cyber warfare hand. Ooh, acid drop, that's sweet. ID zone alert, carbon bastion, spyware hunter, and wanna scream. Now, she is attempting to get her and all the rest of the characters, once she finds them, through Elevator A. When she gets them all into Elevator A, the game ends and everyone has to survive. 2 additional terminals, 1, 3, and 4. So 3 is down here, 4 is down here. They will control the doors if required. The doors can also be hacked. And then she has to also collect all of the objective markers before she can leave. So first things first, 0 to draw the objective. She has no cyber warfare attacks to do. She could remotely hack some terminals as well if she wanted to. She's going to have to remotely hack this one to open the door number 3. Also, she wants to sucker punch this fella. So grabbing the objective, she's going to draw an adrenaline card. See what she gets. 1 adrenaline, under stress and tension. You can choose the result of the can-do card and increase it by this card here. So she can use this 1 as a boost, basically, for her can-do cards. And then she can do an unarmed melee attack against him. So if this fails, we apparently have to restart the mission until it succeeds. So it's a weird little rule, but basically the mission can't start until that happens. When she draws objective 1, so many possibilities. Kick him in the knee joint, grab his left arm in his head, and then give a pull and send him flying. How about a triangle choke? And as he weakens, twist the blockhead until he's dead. Right, a chokeout will be pointless. Then, can I even lift him up? I miss my gun so much. He's crippled, which means he's only going to be physical 3, and that gives him a -2 to this total. He's 2 less than 5, so 3 goes to, he's going to do a reaction attack, I guess, which means he will be at 0. And then she's going to attack with a grand total of, she's got 5 for her physical, so 5 plus to 0. Adding can-do card. So her can-do card is going to be 9, taking her to 14, 0, which is going to be 5 total. So she hits him. She could decide to draw an adrenaline card now, though, by discarding this. She need to flip a 3 or harder and get an additional adrenaline. Let's just do it. We get 1 under stress, and then draw a new card. It's a 5, which is still more than 5, with her base stats to 10, and she'll hit him in the 5. Her base damage is her physical -2 to a minimum of 4, so she's physical 4, and in the 5, that's going to be his arms. She snaps his neck, he's only got 1 damage point. And that was her first action, so second action, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and stand behind this door. Not 4 on the table right now, but she will leave an alarm token there, because she is now a model who is not friendly, dropping alarm tokens in rooms. So there is now an alarm token in that room, meaning that the systems of the building are tracking her location. Turn cyber warfare phase, she gets 3 points. She could try and hack one of these terminals. I feel like that's a good idea. She's gonna remote hack 3, I think. Now in this mission, all the terminals are defense level 1. She's gonna drop all, let's say, these 2 defensive programs. And I guess we'll try to, do we want to try and draw some new ones? Yeah, we're going to drop these ones. and then draw 2 new ones and see if we can get something better. Code Red, that looks pretty cool. Code Red the Super Mall, and Rootkit Hunter. So she is, I guess, gonna try and hack this thing remotely. So it's defense 1, so strength 1. It's gonna drop that. And that means it adds 1 to this total result, plus if this is a defensive program. Now, this little fella is, oh no, it's base strength 1, which means it is still the blue one, which I think is level 2. Yeah, there it is. So it is defense level 1, never mind. It's not too bad. And hopefully she can gain control of it. So it draws 1 card and has base strength of 1, so it's 1 plus whatever this card is, plus the can-do flip. We use all 3 of our system resources to put an acid drop, which will give us our mental bonus of +2, plus strength 6 is 8. Sorry, she doesn't use her mental for this. She's just getting the base 6. So she'll be base 6 against the base strength of 1 for the terminal defense, plus a can-do flip. So can-do flip the first, for me, it's going to be a 7. So that's a total of 13 versus 1. Is there anything here? No, it's not defensive. 6. So we've hacked the terminal. That will mean that during the future steps, we can control this terminal. We can freely open and close doors during the start of the turn. We also have the master key for it. So on to the real world phase. Len.Ka is going to move 1 and then take a free action to open this door, and then move 1, and I immediately have to read this, and she'll draw a card. Found objective 2. Knock down the door. You're adjacent to a locked door. Discard this journaling card to consider the door open. And then we read number 2. Not much time left. As soon as the others find out I choked their friend, they'll come to me in droves. I can see the storeroom. It's close. Should be some weapons there. Alright, there's the elevator at the end of the hall. I got a plan. I'll grab the headset to keep tabs on the location. Note to self. Cut down on the chatter with myself, or someone's going to think I'm crazy. So Len.Ka receives a... oh, she got a key to all the 0-1 doors. And upon collecting the objective token, read subsection 3. Which is this one. Shots fired! So the second objective token. Running down the hallway, Len.Ka heard an explosion. Clouds of smoke billowed away, flashing with the light of the gunshots. Meanwhile, in her headset, sounds of combat mingled with plentiful familiar curses. Confused by this turn of events, she spouted a burning question. What are you doing here? Hello? Someone from the rescue team could hear the yelling coming from the OPFOR comms. The buzzing coupled with the screeching and drumming against the microphone indicated that somebody on the other end was putting it on. What do you mean? What are we doing here? We're saving your decoded ass. Don't head in our direction. They're coming for you, even though you're spraying them for something fierce. There's labs on your left. You'll find shit. You kicked me. Hang on. A string of obscenities ensued, followed by the sound of a metal giving way to a heavy object. Come on in. I'm back. We can't see you on this frequency. There's a ventilation shaft dead ahead. I lobbed our comm sent through it. Look for it. Get a move on. Out. With no time to inquire, Len.Ka sets off, keeping an eye out for the rescue team's comm set. Len.Ka must head for the next objective token. Place the remaining player characters in elevator A in whatever order you wish. They start with no equipment again. Tank and N1's main priority is to kill Len.Ka. Ignore other characters in this mission. They cannot perform the attack action or fast attack actions against them. The game resumes as normal upon collecting the second objective token. Read subsection 4. So now, unfortunately, there is no tank in here, but in the first mission, the tankin was where this point was. So I'm going to assume there's a tankin sitting right here. Because if there was no tank in here, then this mission would be pointless. But in the first mission, the first time we had this layout, that's where it was. And then my remaining characters with no equipment whatsoever are all hanging out over here. Strange that they've come to rescue me with no equipment, but such is life. So Len.Ka still has 3 points of movement left, and just going to go 1, 2, 3. All the other characters are going to get ignored by this tankin because it's not programmed to see them. And yeah, they're going to start moving, I guess. And we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 with Morgan, who is movement 4, that's right. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 with Morgan again. He is totally unarmed, but such is life. He'll leave the door closed, because why bother? And then we're going to go with U-Bolt, who does not have her cyber legs, so she's also only movement 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then last but not least, it's Bombshell, movement 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So it's the OPFOR phase, and the tank is going to try and kill Len.Ka. She's only got 5 health, and she's just going to keep dodging and try and stay away from this thing. So it can use its minigun in melee. It's physical 4, +2, but it's using it as a CC attack? No, it's using its main weapon when in CC, so it's actually still using it as a gun. So range attacking at physical 6, basically, versus physical 8 for Len.Ka. Can-do time, so that's going to be a 1 for Len.Ka. That's not great. Or pay 2 adrenaline to draw another can-do card. And then he gets a 5, so it's a total of 11 to 9. So we could spend 2 and draw another can-do card. Or, yeah, there's nothing we could do here. I mean, we could dump both these cards instead for +2, and that would put us at 11 as well, and we'd tie. I think that's what we do, because ties go to the defender. So we're just going to dump these two. I don't want to dump all my adrenaline here. I'll dump these 2 adrenaline cards in the adrenaline discard pile, and that will mean that we tie at 11 each. My other option was just to redraw. Maybe we'll just do that. Pay 2 adrenaline to redraw. No, if I pay 2 adrenaline, then all my adrenaline goes away. So, yeah, we'll just spend these 2. The Tangan's just going to do it again. Try and shoot me. Same thing as before. I'll dodge. I've done a reaction now, so I have to place a reaction marker on me. Whoop. And my dodge is at +8. It's a 14 to a 13. So I dodge again. All right, well, cleanup phase. The doors close. And we're into a new round. So now we've got some more system resources. This is good. We got 4 system resources for characters, 5, 6, 7 for mind bonuses. And then I think that's it, 7 total. Well, let's try remote hack number 4. We're going to drop these 2 and draw 3 more. We're going to get some system bonuses here if we can. Nope. And nope. But we can do Wanna Scream, which is sweet. We'll be at -3 to our strength though, which will put us to strength 6. But we have a huge, like, crazy thing. Now we can get wounded if we don't want to use this though. So its strength 9 will go to 6 because of the fact that I'm hacking it remotely. And the only one I can't hack remotely is going to be the 7 over there. It's defense level 1, so it's going to flip 1 card. Whoop, face down. I'm playing Wanna Scream, which will cost me 5 of my... sorry, all 7 of mine to install. Strength 9 goes to 6. So we flipped a non-defensive one here, so it's just strength 1 plus a can-do card. I've got 6 plus 6 is 12. And then 3, 4 total, so I take over 4. All right, we are at the start of the next real life phase then. And I think what we're gonna have to do is open some doors. So we're gonna, because I control doors 4, I'm gonna open that one over there. I'm not gonna bother controlling door 3 because I don't control it. Well, I do control that terminal, but I'm not gonna bother opening it. And now let's start the op4 phase. By op4, I mean our phase. So we have the keys to 1, so we'll open it up. And then it's gonna be, I guess, just trying to bash this thing with our bare hands. Let's get in there with the man, the legend that is Morgan. He's gonna go 1, 2. It's gonna try and quick attack me, because why wouldn't it? It gets +2, -3, so it becomes a total of 3 to hit me. And then it's gonna be, Morgan is physical 6, 7 with his bonus. So 7 plus 5 is 12. And the Tankin gets 3, 11, so it fails. It gets hit in the 5, which hopefully is somewhere squishy. The 5 is the body, unfortunately, so 0 damage. If I'd hit in the legs, I would have killed it. I could treat this result as 2 and gain 2 system resources, but then my total would only be 9, and I'd get shot. Well, I guess we go again. This time we're going to go with U-Bolt, and she's going to move and go 1, 2. And then try and stab that thing as well. You can only dodge now, though, at Fizz +3, so it'll be a total of 7. To her 7 as well. So for U-Bolt, that's a 16 to a 3. Well, we win, and it's only going to have a total of 10, but I think we have to draw another card. We're going to discard this card and draw an Adrenaline card for U-Bolt. She gets a 1, so she can add this to the result. And then draw a new result, because if we hit in the 9, we don't do any damage. Now we got a 7. So we still win, but we do no damage. Bare hands are just not enough to kill this robot, apparently. And so I guess, last but not least, is Bombshell. And she'll move 1, 2, and try and club this thing. Also physical 6, so 7 total, versus the dodge at physical 4 plus 3 is 7. So for her, 4, oh, this is good, to 6. So 13 to a grand total of 10. So unfortunately it dodges and takes no damage. Well, we're gonna go with, I guess, the lady herself, Len.Ka. She's gonna use the special ability of Morgan though, stick to the plan. And she's gonna discard a Adrenaline card to gain an action point. So she has 3 AP this turn. And then she's gonna use a 0 action, open this, and then move 1, 2, 3. So we found the new headset. Len.Ka retrieved the headset lying by the wall. As she put it on, she glanced at the nearby terminal. It was turned on and unsecured. Someone had used it recently, and the sounds of struggle developing in the elevator must have left it on. Temptation was far too strong. Before she made contact with the team, she went through the data and found something intriguing. It turned out the Nakamura Corporation was overflowing with bold ideas and was currently devoted to a curious project. But before she could discover more, the screen went blank. After a brief fit of rage, the fist slamming against the keyboard, new messages popped up. Access denied. For more information, contact the network administrator at room 434. Her exhaustion growing. Linda Carr resignedly straightened herself, looked for her things, and armed herself. She turned around, raised her arms to motion up, and took a few steps. Coincidence? No way, she thought as she faced a pivotal decision. Go for the elevator and avoid endangering the team, or take advantage of their presence, seeing as they were the ones who'd asked for it. So a Shapu appears on each of the entry points. There can be no more than 2. The other characters can retrieve equipment from the eliminated Op 4 models, except for the Nakamura chain gun. After they kill them, the weapon may be later given to any other character in place of an attack action, but only within line of sight. When that car regains her default equipment, they must decide what we're going to do. Option A, hack Terminal 4 to gain entry to the room of the TT. She's already done that. And then option B, the characters make their way to the other elevator B. But I think we're going to go for elevator A. Good news is she's got her Kruger 7 and she's got her cyber deck. So that was her first action, and she's actually still moving. So she was 1, 2, 3. She's going to go 4, 5 back to here. So she can see this tanking. Got 2 AP left because she used the special ability to grab an AP off of Morgan. So she's going to try and shoot this thing with her pistol. What it can do is dodge for a 7 because it's already used all its reactions. So she's going to shoot it. She's within 4, so it's damage 5. She's plus 2 to range attack, so she's 5, 6, 7 with her laser sight. There is only plus 6 though because it's attack 1 in this room. All right, well, let's see what she gets. She gets a 6 plus 10 is 16. And then 8 is 15. So she hits it in the 10, which is the armored part, but only has 1 damage, so she kills it. Oh yeah, there's 2 Shapus that have arrived. Last AP, she's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go and hack this terminal. Can't do that until the next cyber warfare phase, but we managed to kill the chain gun totem robot that was after us. All right, we'll start the F4 phase. We have 4 alarm tokens on here because there's 3 characters in it, and then 1 over there for where Len.Ka ended her turn. And yeah, we're gonna get attacked, I guess. We'll start with the closest one. It's gonna move 1, 2, then take a free action, open this door, and it's gonna blast Morgan. I forgot, when she blasted that Tenkin, she would actually draw a adrenaline card, which she has now. So Morgan's just gonna, I guess, run for cover because he can at least once. He is speed 4. He's at -1 to run for cover. We can't reaction attack. I guess we just dodge at +3 because we go to 9 if we're speed for dodge as well. Oh god, we're only 6 to dodge. He's not good. He's not armed with a gun. He's not terribly good at this. So the Shapu has a Hearthstone Lightning, which is a heavy weapon, so it can't be used in melee. And it's damage 5. It's pretty terrifying. So physical 5, no bonus to hit. Shooting me, I'll be speed 4. +3 is 7, -1 because of my stat penalty. It goes to 3. No, 6. So 6 plus 3 is 9. And then 5 plus 4 is 9 as well. Tied. Defender wins. The other one's going to come out and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. And then not be able to fire, so it melees. Decided to run into the room and try and punch me. So its physical's 5. And yeah, and I guess, do we just try and reaction fight? Yeah, let's do it. Let's reaction fight with Bombshell. She's going to try and snap this robot's neck. So she's physical 6. She's -3 to 3, but then +1 for her physical bonus, so 4. And then its attack is 5. 4 for me. That's a 7, and then 5. Ooh, it's just a 7 as well. Just misses. Nothing happens, and they both reacted now. Well, cleanup phase. The doors are all going to close. And we're on a new turn. Cyber Warfare, there's no worms in the tactical network. I have 4 characters and a +3 smarts bonus, meaning, yeah, we're at 7 resources. Let's hack this terminal. We hacked remotely. Let's drop these 2 and see if we draw something cooler. 1, 2, and 3 to refill my hand. Nothing but defensive tech. So that terminal is also strength 1, so it's going to get a single card plus a flip. Plus its strength. I have 7 to spend. Do I want to spend on any of these? I guess we spend 5. If it's a Bastion program, I get better. Yeah, I think we do Code Red. So we're going to play Code Red. For 5, spend 2 more system resources to boost it, so it's going to go to strength 8. And yeah, oh no, wait, I have my net deck now. I actually have 2 extras. I'm at 9 total. That's my defense bonus. That's it. So I just get 2 extra system resources here. So yeah, so I'm at 8 with my 2 boosts, and let's see what we flip. A 9, so 17. It got an attack program, so it's just strength 1. Plus 5 is 6, so I managed to hack it. That means elevator A is now reactivated and we can get out of here. Well, we're into the action phase. So the action phase, I control 4, so I'm gonna just make this door open at the start of the phase. And let's start activating. We'll use, I guess, don't wanna use you. Yeah, I think we use Bombshell. She's gonna open the door for 0, and then she's gonna make a melee attack against this jerk. So she is physical 6, plus 1 for her bonus is 7. She's just attacking barehanded though, so she has to hope she hits this guy somewhere squishy, because she has to hit him. She literally has to hit him in the 1 to 4. She can't hurt him. She's trying to punch a robot with her fists. So yeah, I guess we just do this. Let's see if we hit you. So 7, and then he can't react. I guess he could reaction attack, but he'd be on a 2. He might as well try. So 7 plus 8 is 15, 2 plus 2 is 4. Unfortunately, it's not where we want to hit him though, because I'm base strength 6. Goes down to 4 because of my oh no, it goes back up to 5 though because of my bonus. The bonus is only for fighting, so unfortunately, that's 0 damage. It hits him in the chest. Now, if it hit him in the head, it would always do a minimum 1 point of damage, but it did not. So I guess she tries again. Now he can just dodge, so he's physical plus 3. Sorry, speed plus 3, which for a Shapu is 8, so 8 to 7. So she gets a 7. Oh, that's going to hit him in the head, so that's a 17. 8 plus 4 is 12. Bam, we killed him. And she gets his gun for free. He will respawn during the end phase over here, if that's closest to the most characters. And then she's used both her actions, unfortunately. But she gets to draw an adrenaline card. So she draws an adrenaline card and gets a 2 kicked on the door. She's going to discard that for an extra action point immediately because Morgan's adjacent to her. And then she's going to move 5. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, actually, because then she could shoot back. No, let's go with U-Bolt. She's just going to open the door for 0. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He only moves 4, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, because he can move through friendlies. And then it's all the lady, which is Len.Ka. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's not close enough to Morgan to grab an extra one. Alarm tokens start piling up. 2 on this one, and then 1 in the elevator. That's sort of the op 4. And let's see what's going to happen. So this guy respawns, and then initial move. He's got to go. He's actually going to go over here. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has the most alarm tokens next to it. And then take a shot at Len.Ka. And she'll shoot back. Gets reaction tokens. So she'll be at shoot plus 2 for her gun. Minus 3. So she goes to 7. And then back down to 4. And then he'll be shooting at 5 physical. Con of 4 gets a 7 for 11. And then 5 plus 8 is 13. Hits her in the 8. So the 8 location for Len.Ka is going to be her chest with 4. And the lightning, Hasty Lightning does 5 damage, so she takes a point, goes to 4. Also would disable her cyber gear, and then she immediately has to make a cyber shock test because it's a heavy weapon that does EMP damage. So she has to roll equal, or she has to flip equal to or under her mental stats of 7, or her cyber level is going to go up. She's okay. She's lost her net deck because she got shot with an EMP gun, and then that's her reaction. This fella's gonna go, move 1, 2, 3, and then shoot her as well. She'll try and dodge. She dodges on 8 because she's physical plus 3. So 8, that's a 10. That's a 6. She's okay. Somehow got away. And that's the op 4 phase done. Phase all the doors close. Cyber Warfare phase, we're going to generate resources. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 3 for mental bonuses. We've lost the net deck, so a total of 7. There's no point in me locking these doors because these guys have the keys to all of them because they're the op 4. They own this building. And I guess we just run. So skipping the Cyber Warfare phase because there's nothing really to hack. Everybody's going to go get in the elevator. So we're going to go, she has a lightning. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and everyone's in the elevator. all activated. We get +4 alarm tokens over here, and this one goes up to 5, which makes it now the initial move target. First of the robots opens the door for 0, and then goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and tries to shoot with lightning. Closest line would be her, so it'll be a reaction fire, maybe? She also has a Hasteel Lightning right now. Yeah, it'll be on a 3, 4 because of her bonus. And then it will be on a 5. She might as well try. So 4 plus 4 is 8. And then 5 plus 4 is 9. Takes damage 5, that's Bombshell, to the flip to a 4. So that's going to be 1 damage, goes down to 2. She has no cyber gear. Does immediately have to make a system shock test, or a shock test on a 5. Flips a 7, her level goes up by 1. EMPs are freaking her out. If it ever gets to 8, she gets taken over by the AI. And then this fool's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and attempt the same thing into Lynn.Ka. She'll shoot back, because why not? Is she in range with her pistol? She's not in a range that could hurt. But she's +2, she might as well just dodge. She dodges on an 8. 8 to 5. So 8, 14 to 5. That's going to be a 11, and she dodges. Immediately the last 2 cards in the can-do deck, and that's it. The elevator door closes, and these fools get away. We hacked the terminal, so Lynn.Ka was upset. She couldn't get through to the team to warn them of the gravity of the data she tried to obtain. A storm of expletives, bullets whizzing past her head, and fatigue reached critical mass and had her feeling like a salmon swimming upriver against the current. But once she could slip past the bear's paw, a treasure much sweeter than spawning awaited her. Project Q92. The odd name was brilliant in simplicity, as Q91 was the blueprint for a utility room, and Q93 was the cost estimate for a company event. Who would suspect such a jewel nestled among ordinary data? Hiding in plain sight indeed, she whispered. As it happened, nobody could open the file, and doing so prompted a file-damaged message. A host of firewalls likely lurked behind the password. Any attempt to open it were closely monitored. Her assumptions were confirmed when her reading session was cut short. The file became blocked. There was no time for further deliberation. The evacuation was halted by a sudden silence. The light and sound of combat died down instantly, shallow breaths showing the team's unease. Suddenly all the doors slammed open, and the walls were bathed in a crimson light. From beyond them, a dull thumping sound grew louder. Whatever was closing in them, it was plentiful in either number or pounds. The mission was successful. The team gains access to their cyber gear and recover their full default cyber gear for the next mission. Go to 4.1.0. The characters receive a random neurochip. Decide which character receives it. A random neurochip is the chi mouse. These are kind of like level ups for this game. It gives him +2 close combat attacks. So let's keep that and hopefully find him a weapon later. He gets his Kagoma torso and Kuga Sidearm back, which give him +1 to arm and chest armor. So he's armor 6 in those locations, which makes him really hard to hurt. And if I get him a melee weapon, he'll be awesome. And then the ML Velociraptor Cyber Legs, she has +1 speed, so she's speed 6, and then she can even make dive recovers if she's already taken a reaction that turn. Keep my Crew R7 and my NetSec 1 back for Lynn.Ka, and then my AMM visor version 3500, which lets me make a fast tack action and +1 range attack without any modifier. So that's cool, but I take a Cyber Shock test after I use it. And I think we keep her with the Hasteel Lightning, because she picked it up off that dead robot. So there it is, we're trapped in Nakamura Tower, but we're back in the elevator, and if I do come back to this, of course we'll go on to the next mission.
So there you go, 3 missions into Human Interface, the Cyberpunk board game. Now, once again, mission had a few omissions. There's a Tankin who mysteriously appears on the board, although we don't really know where. We assume it's the same place as in Mission 1, and just a few other odds and ends that editing and spelling checking probably could have pulled out of the rulebook. That being said, I had a lot of fun like following the narrative basically and finding out that Lynn.Ka had a branching path now. So there's basically 2 follow-up missions, 4.1 and 4.2. And we're taking the 4.1 path because we successfully hacked that terminal. So there are some consequences to your actions, which I like, and a branching narrative that means that later on new things will happen and things will change. So if I do come back to this, I'll probably try and find some additional folks to play it with. And for right now, we're going to take a break on the actual story missions and try out skirmish mode, which you'll see in 2 weeks as we put the forces of the Black Site agents against the Borg squad. So if you enjoyed that, we'll see you for more of this Human Interface Cyberpunk board game in the future. Till then, I'm Ash, and we're gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below to get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.